Hello, how you doing today? This is Bernice at San, your tax resolution expert. I hope you're having a wonderful morning. So today, I will be talking about ways to reduce your IRS tax. You know, IRS tax problem is a major problem in America. There are so many people that are going through this problem and they don't know what to do or where to turn. So, I have clients that will call me and say, Bernice, the revenue officer just appeared on my doorstep. Am I going to jail? No, you are not going to jail if you owe the IRS, okay? Of course, IRS have the right to levy your paycheck. IRS, they have the right to garnish to levy your bank account, to garnish your paycheck. But it's not criminal to hold the IRS, and they have resolution available to you to resolve the problem, okay? So today I will tell you ways that you can reduce your IRS tax liability. You need to face if you hold taxes, if you hold more than $10,000 in taxes, you need to take steps on how you can resolve what you hold. So I'm going to just kind of mention a few points on the things that you need to do to reduce your taxes, okay? Like I said, it is not criminal to owe the IRS. You don't have to be, fearful of the IRS that you're going to jail. It's not a crime. What is a crime is if you lie on your taxes. It is a crime if you falsified. If you filed a falsified tax returns, you can go to jail. It's criminal. If you understate your income or overstate your expenses, all those things are criminal. But if you owe the IRS, you are not going to jail, okay? So today, I will be talking about ways to reduce your IRS tax debt, okay? So the very first point is, everyone is aware of filing extension, Come April 15, if you cannot file your taxes, you can always file extension like 6 months to file your taxes. There's something they call extension to pay your taxes, all right? A lot of people don't know this. This is one of the best kept secrets by the IRS, okay? So come April 15, if you don't have enough money in your bank account, or you are going through hardship and you cannot afford to pay your taxes, okay, from 1127, this would enable you to request for extension to pay your taxes. And what this would do is, if IRS approve it, it's going to stop any penalties, because as you know, IRS charges about 1% of your total tax liability every month, up to 24 months. And if you hold so much in taxes, it could add up. So you can include, I don't know if you do your taxes yourself or if you have a tax preparer who does your taxes for you, they can include Form 1127, okay? And this is to request for extension to pay your taxes. This will give you additional 6 months to get your funds together without getting penalized by the IRS, okay? So that's point number one. Number two is, and you as a taxpayer, you have the right to offer the IRS an amount that is less than what you owe, okay? So if you have over $10,000 in taxes that you owe, and when you have, I don't even know if I'm online or is anyone there? Can you see me? If you can see me, please comment below so I can be rest assured that I'm live on Facebook. So if you owe, taxes, you have the privilege to offer an amount that is less than what you owe. This is called offer in compromise, okay? Hi, Derek, I see you there. Hi, Derek. So, can anyone tell me why you feel that IRS would accept an offer that is less than what you owe? I see I have, multiple people online watching this. Can anyone tell me why IRS would accept an offer less than what you owe? Anyone want to take a guess at that? Let's see. Okay, nobody. Well, this is the reason why. Taxes do expire, okay? There's something they call collection statute expiration dates. It's called CSED, Okay, so anytime you file your taxes, an IRS assess your the taxes. Okay, the taxes would expire after 10 years. Okay, IRS can no longer come after you if you have tax liability older than 10 years. Okay, so if you, let's say for instance, you have only 1 year left for your tax to expire, okay, and you owe about $70,000. If you go to the IRS and say, I would like to offer $5,000 to settle my $70,000 tax liability, do you think they would accept? If you only have 1 year left, accept that? They're going to accept an offer that is less than what you owe. So if you would like to request for an OIC, it's called offer in compromise, you can go to the IRS website and fill out form 656. Okay, that's the form that you have to complete if you would like to offer an IRS. If you like to make an offer to the IRS, you fill out form 646 and form 433A. So if you are if you receive W-2 as a wage earner, or you have a real estate agent, you fill out form 433 and form 656. There are several criteria that IRS would look at to determine if you are qualified, for this offer. They will look at your income. They will take a look at your assets, your liability, your equity. Do you have equity in your home? Do you have equity that is worth what you hold? A lot of times, if you have equity that is way higher than what you hold, your chances of getting accepted is very, very low. But in my practice, I have been able to help some taxpayers who even have equity in their banking, equity in their home, to get offer with the IRS. I just have to be able to prove that they don't have the ability to pay. So if you can prove to the IRS that you don't have the ability to pay them, they will take a look at your income, your assets, your equity, and compare it to your monthly expenses to determine how much you can pay them every month. So tax liability for less than what you owe. I have this guy who came to my office. The guy when he came, it was 6 months ago, was 73 years old guy. He had a house with almost $200,000 in equity, okay? And he owed the IRS $53,000. He told me, he said, Bernice, every month, when I get my paycheck, because his only source of income is his Social Security. He receives Social Security. So when he get his, Social Security income and pay his rent, household expenses, he doesn't have anything left. After paying all his expenses, he had to actually go to his bank account and take some money just to pay the IRS $679 every month. So I was able to put in an offer for $4,000 to settle his $53,000 tax liability. So, even if you have equity in your home, there are certain circumstances that IRS will look at to determine if you are qualified for an OIC. So OIC is a very, very good option if you want to settle your taxes for less than what you owe. Okay, so that's point number 2. Number 3 is partial pay installment agreements. Partial pay installment agreements is something that I love so much. Okay, and this offer, I've been able to help so many taxpayers reduce their tax liability by negotiating a payment plan that is so low, on a monthly basis. Okay, so I know a lot of people, I receive so many calls from clients that would tell me, Bernice, oh my God, my monthly payment is very high. I pay about $1,500 every month to the IRS. I can't afford to do this. It's because they are not negotiating it the right way. Okay, if you're trying to negotiate a payment plan, you have to submit your financial analysis to show the IRS that you don't have, enough income to pay them. So you will fill out. So for this installment agreement, you can do this yourself if you want. You can go on IRS website and complete form 4 of the form. If you want to report your financial information to negotiate a payment plan, you can complete form 33A if you are a Schedule C filer or W-2 wages earner, okay? But if you have a S Corp or C Corp, you can complete from 433B, okay? So IRS would actually evaluate your case, take a look at your income, your monthly expenses, and this is where a lot of people shoot themselves on the foot because they try to negotiate this payment plan on their own. IRS will take a look at your disposable income. Whatever that you have left in your disposable income is what they want in payment plan. So you have to make sure you go to the IRS website and use the maximum allowable deduction, okay? So IRS has a chart on their website. So if you are a single person, you are allowed to take $727 in food as a deduction, and you will use that to reduce your income, okay? So whatever that you have left is what you will negotiate. Pay is what is very, very important when you negotiate in the payment plan. I've been able to help so many people negotiate a very low payment plan with the IRS. A very recent case that I did recently was a client of mine who owed about $208,000 in tax liability. Okay, we analyze his unique situation where we analyze his income, his expenses, and he has child support that he pays he pays child support on a monthly basis. So what he has left after paying all his bills, negotiates a very low monthly payment plan, and IRS approved a payment plan of $20. He holds $208,148 in taxes. If my client maintained this $20 payment plan, he would be able to write off about $204,000 off his taxes. So this is, a way for you to reduce what you owe. You just have to be able to prove to the IRS that you don't have the ability to pay them. So that's number 3. The first one is to file Form 112 penalty charges on your taxes. Okay, that's Form 1127. You include that when you're ready to file for extension, and that will give you extension to pay your taxes. Okay, the second option is an OIC, where you can offer to the IRS an amount that is less than what you owe. You can actually settle your taxes for less than what you owe. Yes, so because taxes do expire, and when your taxes, IRS has 10 years to collect after you, okay? So if your tax is about to expire and you're willing to accept that offer for less than what you owe, okay? So that's number 2. The third one is installment agreements. It's 2 separate ones. It's a partial pay. There's a partial pay installment agreement, and there's a regular streamlined payment plan. The one that you can just call and set up a regular payment plan without, reporting any financial information, so that's why a lot of people, when they set up a payment plan, they don't know how to negotiate with the IRS. It's very, very important that you turn in your financial expenses and what your monthly disposable income is, okay? And the other option, another way to reduce what you owe is by going on currently non-collectible status. A lot of people can't even afford to pay the IRS because they are going through hardship. They don't have any money left after paying all their bills, okay? I have so many clients that I've been able to help establish currently non-collectible status. So rather than you ignoring the IRS or not filing your taxes, it is better that you get on that program. Currently non-collectible status is a way to tell the IRS that, look, I don't have money to pay you. Please don't come after my paycheck. You will still get protected. You will still have the protection of not, having your bank account levied by the IRS. They cannot garnish your paycheck, but, you still hold the money, but you don't have to pay them every month, okay? That's what currently non-collectible status is. So that's also another way to reduce your tax liability, because if you leave the taxes to expire, you won't have to pay anything back to the IRS, okay? You'll be on currently non-collectible status. So the last point that I'm going to talk about today is penalty abatements, okay? Penalties. If you owe so much in taxes, you guys know that the penalties really, really add up, okay? You can negotiate to have your penalties waived, okay? There are two different kinds. There's a first-time penalty abatement. Hi, Mary. How you doing? Thanks for joining. There's first-time penalty abatement, where you will prove to the IRS that you've been in compliance for the last 3 years. And this is something that you can do by calling your file and see if you have been in compliance for the last 3 years, and they will waive the penalties for you for one of the years. Okay, this is something that a lot of people don't know. You are eligible to call the IRS and determine if you are qualified for a first-time penalty abatement. And the other penalty abatement is the regular one that you can prove to the IRS that you're going through hardship. Because when you have illness, or you can actually complete a form where you can have your penalties waived. Okay, so these are all options that you can put in to reduce what you owe. You don't have to be fearful of the IRS. You can actually take steps to reduce what you owe today. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below or send me a direct message. We have been able to help so many people resolve their IRS problems, so you don't have to be fearful of the IRS. You are not going to jail. It is not a criminal to hold the IRS. I mean, it is not a crime, rather, not a criminal. It is not a crime to hold the IRS, okay? What is criminal is if you lied on your taxes, or you falsified, information on your tax return. Maybe you under-report your income, or over-report your expenses, overstate your expenses to reduce your tax liabilities. All those things are criminal. But if you owe IRS, there are so many tax resolution options available to resolve your taxes. So I hope this is helpful. If you have any, feel free to reach